welcome back to Tammy Talks About. So if you've been watching my videos about AH, then you are certainly aware that I have been comparing her behavior with the characteristics of a narcissist. Now, in all honesty, that I am aware of, she's not been diagnosed as a narcissist, and really there are other possibilities. I mean, there's sociopath, there's just straight up liar, straight up low down, no good person. But there are other things that her behavior lines up with. And so I just want to make it clear there's been no diagnosis of narcissist. I just find that her behavior lines up so well with narcissistic behavior, and I find it very interesting. I find the characteristics of a narcissist very interesting because I dare say that we've all known at least a narcissist, if not more, in our lifetimes. And knowing how to deal with these people, being able to recognize their behaviors, their traits, their tendencies from the beginning might save some of us some heartache and trouble down the road, or even help us to realize that we might possibly be in a narcissistic relationship right now. And so that's why I'm going to continue comparing AH's behavior with the characteristics and behavior patterns of a narcissist. And as you know, earlier this morning, I did a video on her most recent go on Twitter where she's inserted herself into the Marilyn Manson situation. And it was just short and to the point, but I wanted to go a little further into this. And in fact, in my comments from that video, one of my commenters, Zara, had pointed out that and this is something I've been thinking about myself, and it's kind of like I guess you'd call a theory as to the reason that AH is inserting herself into these comments and tweets like the one from this morning that was discussing the Evan Rachel Wood and Marilyn Manson situation. And basically what the commenter said, and I do agree with her, or them, that it could very well be that none of this is just coincidence. There is the theory that she's desperate to get those 200 accounts. She has the UK appeal. She has the Virginia trial. She has her own defamation case against Johnny. And to get these accounts in a way that she could try and get them would be to, if she could get people provoked on Twitter to start threatening her or harassing her or bullying her, she could turn around and say, this is what I've gone through, and use it as a defense to get those accounts. So it's not proven, let me just say that, but it is very interesting because, as you are aware of, Evan Rachel Wood and AH are friends. And, of course, Johnny and Marilyn are friends. So the timing of all this is very, very interesting, to say the least. But there's a problem with her strategy if this is indeed what she's doing. It's backfiring on her. Basically, from everything that I've read in the responses she's gotten from her tweet this morning, or it was from yesterday, but I read it this morning, it's all been people owning her with the truth. No one has just out and out called her names or anything like that, or given her any kind of threats. They've just basically owned her with the truth. So if that is her strategy, it is backfiring on her, much like everything else she has tried to do in this. Johnny tried to tell her not to do this, that it would not go well for her. I bet for once she wishes she would have listened to him. But let's talk a little more about the behavior and see if maybe we can explain a possible thought process as to why she's inserting herself randomly into these tweets. Because one of them that she inserted herself into the tweet was from 6 months ago. So let's see if we can find any reasons for what in her mind would be a good reason to be doing these things. And first thing that I thought about was seeking attention. Narcissists are commonly known as people who are the center of attention, or who try to be the center of attention. They thrive that kind of attention. And even though she knows that more than likely the attention she's going to get from these tweets is not going to be positive. For her, it is the attention, or for the narcissistic person, it is the attention that they crave, whether it be good or bad. It's the attention. Another thing is jealousy. This would fall under that she is friends with Evan Rachel Wood, and right now celebrities and just the public alike are pouring out their support to her. And of course, AH is not getting that support. So it would be very easy to say that she's doing this because she's jealous of Evan Rachel Wood, even though that is ridiculous in itself. Excuse me. For a narcissist, it doesn't matter. It's the, I'm jealous you're getting attention that I want. So, there's another possibility. And then, as far as that, the not being a coincidence, we've seen so much from this woman. Nothing would surprise us. And this kind of goes into that theory as well. It wouldn't surprise, I don't think, any of us right now if Evan Rachel Wood come out and said, well, yeah, AH is who taught me into going public with this to begin with. So, that kind of goes back to that theory. And hey, if it's true, it would definitely make sense. And like I said, it wouldn't surprise me because, well, she's been ruined since the truth came out about the charities. Her reputation in Hollywood and with the public in general has been absolutely destroyed by that one thing. So you can see where she desperately needs the support right now. And with narcissistic behavior, they will twist things. They'll make you think you're crazy when you're calling them out on things. And so since she's been called out, she's going to need to twist the narrative. Or even the narrative is Evan Rachel Wood and Marilyn Manson. She would like to twist it to the narrative is AH and Johnny Depp. So, and that's just a sample of the possibilities of the narcissistic behavior and of the reasonings why. We could also probably say drugs and alcohol could possibly be involved. As the lady autist said the other day with the tweet she made the other day, I need an interpreter because I speak English, and I don't know what that was. And so, there's, at the end of the day, we can't definitely say why she's done any of the things she does. But I think it's more than likely a combination of all the things we just talked about, maybe some more than others, but it's just very interesting. And I'm just curious, are there anything that you see in these tweets that maybe I missed? I'd love to hear about it. So leave me a comment. If you like this video, please leave a thumbs up. Please share this video. I want to grow this community. I want to grow this channel. I have intentions of going to the trial in Virginia, and I want to live stream every night with everything that happened that day. So please help me grow so that I can get to that. And as always, thank you, be blessed, and I'll see you next time.